Oh, go on, up, 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 up. Come on, catch, catch, catch. That's enough to do a stream. What the fuck's going on? Right, well, it looks like we're back, but unfortunately, I think we've lost everybody who is there. Okay, so we're back. I'm just going to wait for everybody to come in now again. That's a fucking piss take, isn't it? Anyway. I'm really sorry about that, people. I have no idea why that happened at all. There we go. Fuck! That means I've got to delete all those fucking... Hold on a minute, I'll be back. God, I hate the internet. Excuse me while I go fanning around with all this again. Do us a favour, give us a share again. Can do it again. Come on, come on. Come on, that's enough. Go green. Holy shit, I did 13 shout out. What the fuck did you expect? This was gonna be crazy. This was gonna be crazy.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Are we back? Are we back? Well, that couldn't have been a worse start to the 13th shout out if I'd fucking tried. Yeah, Darren Cole says all his PCs in work are running like dog shit because of the heat. Yeah, we're feeling that tonight, mate. We really, really are. I got a fan on mine. Right, it looks like we're stable. Not gonna open my mouth too fucking soon on that, but it looks like we're stable. I hate it when that happens. Sure about the wick wick, but the rest of it I like. And this would go very, very well with Jack's track that you all missed because it was on the other part of this. Everything looks like we are good to go. Everything looks like we are going okay. Thank you very much, Billy Dread.
3, 2, 1,
0. That kind of shit really frustrates me because that's wrecked our view count for, you know, and people can't find us, and now they're going to go and look at the other piece of this that we did at the first bit, and it's going to end in 11 minutes, and you know, they're not going to know where to find us. And it drives me insane. I wonder how long it's going to feel for me to get into the show. Oh, this is Morgan, isn't it? This is Morgan Juniper. No, Morgan, I wouldn't say this was cheesy in the slightest, mate. It only says 18 over there. Oh, there's 31 on there. Okay, cool. That's fine. Right, so that was Morgan Juniper. 140 BPM, Tech 5. I liked it, Morgan. I didn't like the scratchy wiki bits, but other than that, I thought it was really, really good. DJFX also says that could work, just needs a little more in sync. Mark Delette gave it a 9 cats, and Paul gave it 9.9. Jesus Christ, high scores for you there, Morgan. I'm going to give you a solid 8 on that as well. It very much like Jack's track at the beginning. I might have left the scratching out of it. Not really too sure what I'd do to improve it, to be honest. It was very, very good. I hope I get more descriptive as the night goes on, because you guys are going to get very, very bored with, yeah, that was a good track. Right, we are 25 minutes into the show. We played 2 tracks. Here we go. Haminator 3 Degener at S. I get the feeling this is going to score more than an 8. Yeah, our first techno track of the night. Come on! David Johnson says 10 rimming and an 11. Give it a minute, let's get into it. We've only had the intro. I've just adjusted some settings, so I hope everything is okay there. They have this incredible club called Berghain, which is like world renowned. And so I kind of I got in with the guy who knows the owner, and so we kind of got to go into the back, which was really amazing. But the thing to do is to go. So this one, not a problem, Paul? People there, they go all weekend long. But it's open during the day. Oh, yeah. 4 days, plural. It's a club that you go and dance to techno music during the day. Yeah. Do you know what techno? Let's play some techno music just so you understand what she's going to dance to. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. People watching even with our entire fuck ups. That's awesome. Right, so I guess we're gonna have to smash the like button, people. They leave on Monday morning, they go straight to work, right? It's intense. The last time I went, it was like fetish weekend. It was kind of intense. Everybody's in black or nothing at all. It's fast. It's a huge place. I'm sorry. Back up. Dean Doris just stepped in the building just as I said, smash that like button. That's usually his patter, and I'm happy that he has that patter. I'm going to drop a note on this one. just want to be on the dance floor, but to be on the dance floor, I gotta get double jabbed. This reminds me of Collide Techno, it really does. Duncan says, I feel my tune is going to be a little bit of a come down. Duncan, it's a different style for you. It's fine. We understand. We totally understand. You'll be good. Don't you worry. If your other stuff is anything to go by, then you are not going to disappoint. Do not worry your ass about that. Oh, I've done that completely wrong fucking time, haven't I? We're about to end the track. Oh, shit's a mess. Jen was literally just about to say the same. Jen says, love the chaotic changing, constantly changing bleeps. Yeah, absolutely. That track did everything. It wasn't a grab you by the balls. It had no massive dynamics that, squealing away, but it did everything that it needed to do to keep you interested and on that dance floor until that fucking track finished. Dude, 9 cats comfortably, and I think that's being a little bit mean. Absolutely awesome track, and I get the feeling he's somebody new to the show because I haven't followed him before, and I dropped a comment on that as well. Awesome track, awesome track, awesome track. Please, can we have some more of that? We fucking love techno. I got an exclusive from Owen Offset on the way in a bit. All right, we are finally into our 4th track. Jesus. Oh, that was Glenn. That was Glenn Hamilton. Jesus Christ. Glenn, awesome fucking stuff, mate. Awesome fucking stuff. That was savagely good. Okay, Rain Van Westhrop. Oh, this is Divine Mass Hardcore early on tonight. Are you ready? This is going to grab you by the balls, I can guarantee it. Oh, I've been calling him Divine Masculine, it's Divine Maniac. Fuck's sake. Anyway, you listen. Dryby gave it an 8. I'm not too sure what Tim's has given it. Space Beast give it a 9, and DJ FX will give it a 9 too. A bit distant. I wonder if you're going to change it. Joby says, sounds like an anger fist to me. Already it's a 10. It's very much so. Divine Maniac. Oh, I was calling him massive. Felicia's giving it a 10 out of 10. David Johnson says 8. Dean, I was just about to say that. Why is there no bass frequencies? I kind of thought that he was gonna give us that what sounded like sucked out kick and then replace it with, but literally it sounds like there's no bass frequencies in it whatsoever at all. Not just me that was thinking that, because I'm thinking, is it my system? Should I crank it up here a little bit more? But no, it definitely sounds like all the bass frequencies have been sucked out of it. Electronic sound, so it sounds like it's been high pass filtered over the whole thing. Johnny KBS, get your ass over to YouTube, my man. We are all on YouTube. You're currently watching on Facebook, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But there are more of us over on YouTube, and there's way more chat over there. I'll just pop a link up for you so you can come over and join us. This is something you've done in the mastering stage, but it literally sounds like whatever it is that you've done has sucked all the life out of the bass. Mike says 9.5 cats for me, and Mark, I'll say the same to you, my man. Get your ass over to YouTube. There's more of us over there. You'll see more chat. Like the microest of seconds, I heard some bass. Yes, Johnny KBZ is over on YouTube. Facebook do not want our streams. They've hidden your streams. I was chatting to someone today and it's like, I can't find any music on Facebook. That's because they've hidden it. Yeah, Dean, you are giving feedback, and it's beautiful feedback, and continue to do it, and I respect every word that comes out of your mouth, like genuinely do. Destiny says, I like it though. Yeah, I like it. I just want to hear the bass that's there. Like literally, it sounds like you, like if this was a DJ, I'd be looking over the decks going, have you got the bass up there, mate? Well, I'm going to be particularly harsh here because it literally sounds like the bass has been pulled literally away from the whole mix. So I'm going to give you a 6 on that because it sounds like there's no bass in there and there's something going wrong. If you pop some bass back in it, you're up at 9s. You're up at 9s, but it literally sounds like something in the mastering process has just stripped it of all the bass and all the thump that it needed. Literally, there was no thump to it. It was just like wah, 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 wah. You know, all on one level, all within the high range and nothing below the bottom range. And that's a real shame because usually the stuff that you put in is fucking beautiful. Like I say, I've marked you down for the 6, but that's because I believe that there's something wrong in the... Divine Maniac says, I'm sorry for the bass, I will punish myself. Back in... oh, it was from 2019. That kind of explains it. If it's an older track, 3 years ago now, when COVID hit, 3 years ago now. Almost 3 years ago. Anyway, so yeah, Divine Maniac, don't beat yourself up too much because the stuff that you do produce and the stuff that you have put in the past couple of months has been spot the fuck on. If this is an old track, then I guess it might be something to do within the mastering process that you didn't realize you should or shouldn't do at the time. I can't imagine you're going to rework that one and chuck it back at us. You might do, you never know. It'd be nice if you did to get a clean version of what's going on there. Okay, then, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Duncan Mabry came to my studio a couple of weeks back, and we made some techno. And he went away, and he's been toying with some techno. Now, as you all know, Duncan Mabry is Naga 78, and his stuff goes down a fucking literally, we lick it like a lollipop. We absolutely fucking love it. So this is his forte into some 4/4, and I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to it. Both Yacht Dropper and Dryby have said they've got something special for us next week. Don't forget to pop it in the same thread that is for this week. Divine Maniac says, I am now divine masculine. I'm really sorry. My brain just looks at a word and it's like, that's what it is. And then forever, for there and forevermore. I kept calling Marius Luca, I am maniac, I am manic. For a long time. That's not right. Naga 78 wasps don't use 303s. back up. Come on, back up. Come on, back up. There we go. There we go. We're green now. I'm going to start that one again. I did say 13th Shadow was going to be full of fucking holes and glitches and all kinds of shit. Anyway, we are back. Yeah, we are back. Fuck me. That he likes to use in his other tracks in this one. Owen Offset in the building, right, as soon as Owen Offset's in the building, I think it's about time we flop out his track. Hot bass groove, nice changes of mood in the track now, 10.5. Now we're cooking. Yeah, my video is shocking over it. Electronic sounds, I was literally just about to say that, could do with some more melodic elements. Sounds like I say, all the noises sound kind of fidgety, but yeah, you could do with some sort of melody overriding the top of it. Duncan. Great first start into a bit of techno. If you don't usually write techno, it can be a little bit difficult to produce. Like Dean said, it could do with some sort of melody over the top of it just to tie it all together because it sounded very fidgety. It was very, very cool and it moved along very, very nicely. But you got going here, yeah? Like here was lovely. It changed pace and let me just. That sounds absolutely beautiful, mate. I'm going to give you an 808. Yeah, I'm going to give you an 808 on that one. Nice foray into some techno. Could do with a bit more melody to it, and but it moved along nicely and it kept us going and interested. I can't wait. Apparently, you've got a couple more techno tracks, so we really want to hear them. We really want to hear them. Right. This man needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. The Owen Offset. The Owen Offset has given us an exclusive track this week, and I can't wait to play it for you. I'm guessing it's going to be fucking... Oh, it's a remix as well, and it's out on a label. Shh, don't tell anyone. Lance gives it an 8. Peter says, good catch. Owen Offset said, nice about it. Could keep the groove a little longer after the break for the dancing folk. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think you could have brought that in before the break and then gone even crazier after the break. That's a classic acid sound. You got our attention. What are you going to do with it? Oh, we're off again. This. Jason Mark says, the hook is baited, do I bite? Yes, you do! You get your ass on that dance floor and you get sweaty. Everybody's saying the same thing, this is sick as fuck. It really is. And you can't hear it because it's a private track. Mr. Wiggly's in the place. By the way, Mr. Wiggly, another wonderful interview this Sunday. Thank you very much for mentioning the URL a few times. You and Yanis did as well, so much appreciated to you. By the way, sporting my War Minstrel t-shirt this evening. It's not a problem, mate. I sing your praises. Literally, you're doing an amazing job with those interviews. You really, really are. Right, you're into number 13. Lucky number 13 this week for you. Lucky number 13 for us today. And they just get better and better. You've got a wonderful, like, community vibe going on there. You really, really have. Awesome work, mate. Awesome work. Drop the acid from this bit. I would like to have heard elements of the acid throughout the track. It seems like you lost it as it came back in. Offset says, thank you for having me. Owen, it's a pleasure listening to your tracks. It really, really is. I've danced to you twice now, I believe. And both times, maybe it's 3. And all 3 times you have delivered the fucking goods, mate. Literally delivered the fucking goods. Odd outro. Sounds a little different to the rest of it, but did you drop the acid? Yeah. Yeah, as soon as that melody kicked in, I would have liked to have heard elements of that acid again. Bow, bow. And then leave it for another 8. Bow. Bow, bow. Gonna give you a 9 for the track and an extra 5.5 for the acid sounds in there, because they were classic as fuck. So all round 9.5 Owen. What would I do? Just sprinkle the acid in here a little bit more, because that's what got people excited. Yes! God, if I keep playing little bits of everybody's track, we ain't never gonna get fucking finished tonight. Honestly, Owen, I could dance to you all fucking day, but I ain't double jabbed up, so we can't. Okay, so this is an exclusive from Darren Cole.
With Trailhead, Salesforce's
No.
free online land.
I wonder how many of those we're going to get this evening. So this is X-Leaf, who you can catch at Clownfest 6, coming very soon. This is Bagpipes, Darren Cole remix. Melodic House. Johnny agrees with me and says, yes, acid stabs with the melody. H4M, hammered, gave it a 9 cats. Jason Marsh, Owen Offset, the standard. You fucking know it. You fucking know it, man. Owen says, yeah, drop the acid. I think it makes it easier for the artist to mix on the next track. But that's how I think. Yeah, no problem. I totally understand. Just little hints of it, because that acid was what really gripped us into that track. It really was. It sounded classical, you know, like old school proper acid techno. And it just kind of, it dipped out when you put that melody in. Thank you, Paul. Quality of the tunes tonight, yeah. Mate, Darren, this is fucking beautiful. Tony Duncan in the place. False flag document, how's it going? Thank you very much, Dominic, for putting the YouTube link into the chat on Facebook. But it's been such a long time since I've even looked at who's doing what for Clownfest, and I will get fully on it tomorrow. I can't even remember who's playing. Joby says, bit funky, bit electro, bit ambient, awesome 10, agreed. Scavenger track next, but he hasn't sent me anything. Nope. Tony Duncan says, this is fucking epic. This is track of the night for me so far. Loads of dynamics, loads of things going on, all fitting beautifully. Like, you guys have got no idea how happy I am that Darren Cole is within the collective. Honestly, the people that he's brought to Clownfest, just absolutely awesome. And the music he creates is fucking beautiful. Listen. There's a real focus on each part. Yes, there is. Darren Cole knows how to put a track together. He really does. Right, not keen on. And that is the only bit I am not keen on. Other than that, Darren, that is track of the fucking night. That is beautiful. Awesome music. Put together well. Like somebody said, the focus is on each part, and it doesn't bleed over into the next one or sound like it shouldn't be where it isn't. It's all where it needs to be, and it flows fucking beautifully. So far, track in the night, and we've been on an hour. Darren, excellent track, mate. Excellent track. Wonderful remix. Right, next up, Asbestos. Oh no. It would have been Jim, but he didn't send me a track, so we're gonna have to wait for next week on that one. All right, you listen to Tribal Step. Let me just find a beat. Right, I need a coffee. You listen to Tribal Step. I will be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, there have been some comments about the drums are not as strong as they could be. Dean says snare is blurred in my opinion, should be on the top and punching you in the face. I agree. The drums here could be lifted up a bit. Yeah, Tribal Step again, you can catch them at Clownfest 6 coming up in August, 4 weeks away people. So I'm bugging you about your sets this week. I wonder if the drums just need a little bit of a lift in the mix. Other than that, I'm going to give you an 8.5 on that one. Tribal Step have got a very, very unique style, and they do their tracks really, really well. Admittedly, there I did think the drums could have been a little bit beefier. I believe I gave it a mark. What would I do to improve it? Just pull up the drums a little bit, like Dean said. Have that snare smashing you in the face. Yeah, Tribal Step, awesome two people outfit. All right, who is next on the bell? Asbestos Farmer! Right, we ain't even got through 8 tracks yet, and we're an hour into the fucking show. Jesus Christ.
Bristol, in a city of over 20,000.
Bristol. And I will say, this guy is playing Clownfest 6, and he's already got his cribs, MTV style cribs thing in, and his set in already. This guy's fucking on fire. Jen says she's starting hers this week. Excellent news. Bob says, not my usual cuppa, but I do keep listening closely. Awesome. Fanatic 12,000, whose name I spelled wrong on the flyer for Clownfest 6, says, dope tracks since the beginning. I'm in the mood at work. Yeah, good. Jen of the last track says, not mine, not my thing, but it was done well 8. Yeah, that's kind of where I was on it. If the drums were a little bit more punchy, I think it would have scored a touch higher. And Mark Donan of the last track says, 8 from me too. So yeah, we're kind of all roughly around the same page on that one. We would like to have seen a bit more punch. So not only did this guy knock out his 20-minute set, not only did this guy knock out his 10-minute MTV Cribs star set, but he's also knocked up a track for the URL as well. I expected it to kick off there, not going to a break. David Johnson says, bit many elements, but manages to stay not muddy. This guy's really, really good at what he does. Really, really good at what he does. Right, I'm going to have a go at doing a bunch of shares again. See how that works out. Paul Genus. Nice percussion, lovely kick. and a well-balanced bass, outstanding. Yeah, I really dig what the Asbestos Farmer does. That could have been a bit longer, mate. That could have totally been a bit longer. 3 minutes was not enough on that track. I could totally see some more elements in there, and it could have been at least 5 minutes long. As it stands, you've got a lovely, what I call an electro track. Please, for the love of God, stop putting dance and EDM. You know, that's for the American market, and the American market needs to understand that dance and EDM encompasses everything from fucking pop shite to hard breakcore. Yeah, it's all dance EDM. But if, you know, I'd like to have, I'm not fond of pigeonholing, but when it comes to music, I kind of am, you know. That was electro. That was lovely electro, and I think I'm going to give you an 8.5 on it. Touch longer is all I would have liked off of that one. Touch longer. Yeah, and I thought it was going to kick off here and went into a break. But yeah, just a tiny touch longer on that one, and you have got a winning track, my man. All right, I am trying to fucking spin through them kind of quickly because we are running so late tonight, and there are 30 tracks in the thread. Right, this is the guy that was on Dominic Hawkins' Let's Talk the other on Sunday. Yanis, and I'm not going to. Spyrodakis, I believe is how it's pronounced. Anyway, we know him as John Alchemy. Paul wants a link to the last track. 2 minutes, mate. I will certainly link you up. That's not what I wanted to go talk. Electronic Science there. Did he give up his secrets on the stream? Kinda. Been making music for a long time, so made the switch from Fruit Loops to hardware. Not looked back since, and we're glad. Yeah, Dean, unfortunately you too. You and Dom stream at the same time, which makes it difficult to catch both. Sounds like it could do with a touch of bass. Sharon, if you could do the same, that'd be fucking awesome. some shares for your asses. So we can get a few more faces in the fucking building after that disastrous start. Basically says hypnotic. And as Lindsay Mumford would say, disturbingly hypnotic. Again, this is part of a 2 hour and 20 minute stream that John does every fucking Friday, which is made from scratch. What did Mr. Wiggly say? Literally just about to say the same thing. To back you all up, Mr. Wiggly says 303 sounds a little bit flat. I kind of agree. Yanis, take a look at the bass synth from SCAP. It sits under your TB and provides a bass of really thick, solid sub-bass sound, so that when you tweak your 303s, you can tweak them, get them up into those high resonances, and you still don't lose that thudding bass at the bottom. Jen says 9.5 and banging. Jason Mars says you can get lost in this. Yeah, absolutely. I would like to see a touch bigger kick drum, just a touch bigger kick drum. I'm not sure if we're into another track now. Well, I think I'm going to give you an 8.5. It sounded like that there was some bass missing. I know you had the Model D doing something, but it sounded like there was some sub missing from it, which you know can easily be put in by you know in a few different ways. Like I say, the bass synth is one of the ways of doing it. Unfortunately, John Alchemy does not want to play out, and I can totally understand. He was talking to Dom on Sunday and saying how, you know, he comes from Athens, Greece. So if he's getting a booking in England, he's going to have to drag all that kit on a fucking plane. You know, I've got this behind me. I thoroughly feel your pain. But Yanis, I would absolutely love to get you to a festival at some point and book you for a gig. I think what you do is absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you an 8.5, but then I'm going to bump it up to a 9 because this is all made on the motherfucking spot. And that is impressive. 2 hours and 20 minutes of completely original music. And we know it's completely original because it didn't exist before this man decided to fucking make it. So, Yanis, honestly, John Alchemy, awesome work every fucking week, mate. Every fucking week. Keep doing it. All right, well, oh, this is just going to break your ears. I'm just going to sit back. I'm pretty sure I've heard this one. Yeah, I've got this album. This is an album on Bandcamp. If you so desire, you can go and get it, and I advise you do. Be ready to be hit round the head with music. I think it's about that time in the night where you go. The album is called Songs in the Key of Driving Your Head Through the Wall. Trust me, Paul, I won't need to turn it up in 2 minutes. Everyone in the building, how's it going, my man? I'm pretty sure Charlie has put that in before, so I'm going to give Charlie whatever score we gave last time. Pretty sure it was a 10, pretty sure it was track of the night. Charlie just writes some absolutely awesome stuff. He really, really, really does, and that is him at his hardest. Like I say, if you're interested, go and find his album. I think there's about 6-7 tracks on it. Songs in the key of driving your head through a wall on Bandcamp, and I'm pretty sure it's up for like £1 or something ridiculous. Go and support your local artist. Go and support your local URL artist. Thank you very much, people. Right, we finally got through 10 tracks in an hour and a half. Jesus Christ. David Johnson, you are up next. We love what Charlie does here. Manny says insane. Steve Everin said full on nastiness, and I expect no less from the degenerate. Absolutely. Very subdued intro on this one, David. Jen's just giving Charlie a 10. That's not where I expected it to go at all. Unhinged Filth has just entered the building. How's it going, my man? It's a fucking ridiculously hot Tuesday. David, what's this house? The whole thing's very subdued, mate. Come on! Says playing around with old bass moods in this, I guess. No direction aimed for at all. Yeah.
What does this button do?
Yeah, it's definitely got a housey groove, but it just feels subdued. It just feels like you poured water on a fire and it's just kind of smouldering now.
What does this button do? Button do.
There's some element in there that is massively loud as well. I think it's the vocal. Piano Teapot says, love it, it's missing me by, people, it's missing me by. Might even be the snare. Travis has a minimal streak this week, and this is very minimal, subdued, housey. It does sound kind of dirty and underground, but I was waiting for a pop, you know, just to leave all that subduedness behind. Yeah, it's just literally, you just a little spike and just kept it at that. Morgan Juniper. The kick sound, for want of a better word, a bit muffled. The whole thing, like I say, it sounds like you've poured water on a fiery track and now it's just kind of embers smouldering. Don't want to have to mark this track now because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It chugged along nicely, had a good little groove going to it, very housey, but it just missed me by because it was too subdued and a little bit too minimal. And my score is going to reflect that, and I feel really, really bad about doing it. David, I'm going to give you a 7. And I hate doing this to people, I really, really do, but I feel like you have to have honest opinions about the whole thing, right? The track was there, I was just expecting, you know, like Oliver's K-bubble, and he went pop, and then kind of after it, like, you know, I was kind of expecting that out of it. It sounded like the whole thing was swirling around, and I was just waiting for it to go like this, you know, which it never did, which hence the score. There was nothing wrong with that track at all, mate. It's just a different style for you. Like you said, you were on a minimal vibe this week. Like, I hope nobody takes what I say seriously, you know, or it's all subjective. It's all to do with background. It's all to do with how you perceive music, how you like music, how you don't like music. David says 7 is better than a 6. I'm glad you take it in the fun that it is, you know, like, I mean, for a wine bar, for just kind of shuffling around, perfect, you know, but for me, I want at the fucking rig, raging away at it. So, next up, Dave Bewley.
Bristol,
Nope.
in a city of over 20,000.
We are in Bristol, 20,000. Here we go. Okay, I'm not expecting this at all. Fucking hell, that's loud. Yellow says, listening from my allotment on this summer evening. Nice. And I'm a big advocate of always saying that music is all about setting. It depends on where you are when you hear said track. For Yellow, sitting in his allotment, just, you know, like, yeah, that tune was probably like, oh yeah, I get this vibe, I don't want anything too rushed, you know? The Jumper says, that's what we're here for, brother. Speak your mind, it's all cool. Exactly. And Mark Denon of the last track said 7.5, it didn't really do it for me. And that's where I'm coming from on it, you know? Mark, I believe your track is coming up. You're about 7-8 tracks away. Thank you, Dominic, for posting the YouTube stream in the Facebook thread. Says, I liked what you were going for, and this literally it. I was expecting hardcore all the way, and then suddenly we got some lovely synth lines in there, which just kind of pulled it back a bit. I'm not going to ain't nothing exciting about Bristol. Yes, Billy, chord tunes sounding fluffy. That's exactly what it is. I wasn't like Dave doesn't usually put banging as fuck stuff in, And so when I heard that kick, I was expecting hardcore the entire way. But like I say, those synth lines are just kind of they're opposites for me. Mark Donan says, "Oh God, I'm nervous." Now, don't be, my man. That's what we're here for. Morgan says, "Mark and on, be afraid. Be very afraid." It feels like the kick is moonlighting in this band from another band. We have nothing. Bristol has nothing going on at the moment whatsoever at all. Those vocals are mental. But I think on the dance floor this would work. As I'm sat here listening to it cold, it's a bit like, sounds a bit confused. But I think on the dance floor people would be like, oh, this is a fun track, let's get into it. Oh, this is Yellow. Oh, Yellow. Ah, that's Dave in the chat then. Just tied you all together. For me, Bristol was Lakota and what was Club Loco before? Oh no, Club Loco. Yes, DJ FX Wall. It is a bit busy. And John Alchemy has just entered the building. John, we were very complimentary about your track, mate. We really were. Bit late. Don't worry, John. Honestly, this is the 13th shout out, and in true 13th shout out style, we got kicked off the internet a few times. It's just been chaotic tonight. It's taken us nearly 2 hours to get through 15 tracks. It's insane. It's going to be such a long show this evening. Feel sorry for me, people. Feel sorry for me, please. Anyway, I'll be here till the end. I hope you will too. Smash that like button. Give us a share. I hate saying that, but it fucking works. Unhinged Phil says, yeah, we get riots about every 10 years or so. This is true. We had one the other week for the not Extinction Rebellion, Kill the Bill. So we ain't likely to get one now for another 10 years or so. Anyway. Yellow. Now I know who you are on YouTube and I know who you are on Facebook. Very confused track it sounded like. I'm not too sure you do the harder kind of stuff, and the synth lines were begging for a different kick drum, and the kick drum was begging for some different kick styles. Although the track moved nicely, it did sound like it was a little bit confusing and confused with itself. So hence my score of 7.5. I just think like alter the kick drum, bring it more in line with the synth lines, maybe make the synth lines a little less what did somebody say? Busy. And yeah, you've got it'll be a different track at that point though. So don't fucking listen to me. And it's strange that I'm wanting the kick drum less on that track, you know. Today we're not like big kick drums and acid lines. Anyway, Dry B is coming up. Oh yeah, Mark Delk, you're 1-2 away after Dry B. So on EMX. Probably with the Chaos pad. Yeah, there is more to the visuals, good. Mark agrees with me as well. Mark Donan, 7 from me on this one. Bit busy. DJ FX also says, okay with me, it's only 10 past 4 here. Gridmo's just typed an F. John, honestly, tonight's a clusterfuck. So doing the 11 minutes of your track is all fine. Right. Can you see how we've got kick appropriate here? This is what I feel your kick needed to be like, Yellow. A little bit softer. It's still within the hard realms, but it's tamed. Is that stolen from anything? It looks like manga. I may have to get the towel out. What that's from or who it is. Should be good. We're all green here. Dean, sorry, I'll give some people some reference on that. Should be alright, Dean, we're green here. Dean says kick appropriate is right, thank you very much. We've dropped again. We're back. We have dropped. Let's take everything that I can. Right, there's literally no other devices using the internet right now. I agree, some of the percussion is a touch loud. An inch filth is saying kick not appropriate. Sort of Frenchcore kick, but track is not Frenchcore. No, not at all. Okay, driving, no problem. They might not pick up on it, you know, they might not. But they fuck me over for visuals rather than audio on YouTube. Bristol Jim says I've been on the driving home from raves like that. Rude for a while. I'm just gonna pop it over here then. We got some Space Beast up in a bit. Yeah, dry beat, competent track, very, very competent track. I'm going to give you Rimming a 9. I think it was appropriate there. Noises were fine. They moved along nicely. They told a little story. They weren't interconnected with each other and bothering each other. They sounded really good. Track moved along nicely, but it was just a little... I want to say trancey, light and trancey for me. So that's gonna, like I say, that's rimming an 8, and that literally is a personal preference. It's got nothing to do with the fact that you wrote a crap track or anything like that. It's just the fact that I prefer my stuff a little bit harder. Like I say, I think kick was appropriate there. In comparison to Yellow's track, where the kick wanted to be, it was moonlighting from another track. You know, in that thing, that was all perfect, all fitted nicely, all sounded good. It was all clean, it was all lovely. It's just personal preference on that one, mate. But beautiful track. Am I subbed? Yeah, I am good.
Bristol, in a city of over 20,000.
Should we just listen to it next time to get out of the fucking way? Social Dregs recordings, like it. New variant. Social piss dancing. Oh, this is a new guy. Oh, he sounds like he has a sense of humor. Let's see what he sounds like in his musical taste. Jenna of the last track gave it an 808. Mark Denon gave it an 8. Bristol Jim said really clean sound. It was really clean sounding. And to say that he was using an ESX to do it, fucking. Oh, let me just turn it down. Oh wait, is this? Oh, it's Richard James, okay. Oh, Social Pistancing. Nice political track there. Tina Bryan says, what number are you at? I'm literally just about to have a look for you, my love. 16. We will be at 16 when we get to Matthias Matty Ross. Do you have a track in the show? And join us on YouTube, there's more of us over there. My bro is your dropper. I get the feeling he's in next week's thread. I don't think he's posted yet. He's got a punk voice, don't he? Phil says, I drove around Lawrence Hill roundabout the wrong way after coming out of the depot peeled up. Nice. We blatantly partied at the same parties, mate, if you used to go to the depot. Again, I'd like to see the drums lifted a little bit. But that's not what this is about. It's pop punk. It's not supposed to be polished to fuck. Us an hour and 48 minutes to get 50 people on. If I hadn't had that fuck up in the beginning, where there would be 50 people on right now. One day I'll get to the dizzy heights of 80 people watching on YouTube and we'll be as popular as that Tiger guy, Joe King, Joe Exotic. Right, that kind of shit goes down really, really well live, simply because it's got energy, it takes itself seriously while being kind of fun at the same time. That kind of, like, St. Paul's Carnival, we saw Dogshite, which is Chris Liberator, Geezer, and there's another dude in it as well that I can't remember his name. Anyway, Chris Lib's the drummer, Geezer's the guitarist, Geezer's wife sings, I think it's his wife, I'm sure it's his wife, or girlfriend, and and it was massive amounts of fun. I'd never heard Dogshite before. Again, punk band, that kind of thing, you know, kind of political, and it went down so well. The whole fucking place was just bouncing around to this, and it was fun, and that's where that is. Personal preference, you're getting like like I like my polishedness, you know. So personal preference, you're getting like a 7.5 from me, but the atmosphere with which you're bringing to the party, you've got a 9 there, you know. So again, 2 scores from me. I'm not that keen on punk, but I understand its place, and I really like a polished sound. So yeah, you know, punk kind of misses both of those points for me. But anyway, good track. Again, music is all about listening to it in the right place. Right then, we haven't had a track from this guy for fucking ages, and I mean fucking ages. He's just not been feeling it, and that's fine. So,
Bristol, in a city of
Alright,
over
fine.
20,000
I give
businesses,
it.
one business owner is just scraping by.
I'm
Me!
doing quite well,
Me,
actually.
yeah, I am literally scraping by.
Well,
See, I've got full fibre broadband from BT, so I never see that little spinning disc of doom anymore.
I
Talk about
fucking do.
reliable.
no more doom. I can probably stop this now, can't I?
Get full fibre on BT Halo for Business, a broadband connection direct to your business with fastest speeds of up to 900 megabits per second. All business.
There, I've given you your plug, now fuck off. Anyway, marking on, everybody. Like I say, this dude has not put anything in for a while. He's just not been feeling it, and that's fine. I've not been feeling it either, really. So, Nobody IRL of the last track says prefer crispy compressed techno drums, but that's just me. And the synths were a bit 80s. Good stuff, though.
Horrible.
Graham says, I loved it. Punk rock. Oh, punk no. Yes, indeed. And again, it depends on where you are, you know. Sitting at home, it kind
Have
of misses me.
another dose. That'll sort you out. You're on the edge now, and you need to pick the right way. One way's heaven. You're on the edge now, and you need to pick the right way. One way's heaven, and the other, well, probably best not think about that right now. It's fucking horrible, yeah. Well, probably best not think about that right now. It's fucking horrible, yeah.
Yep, it definitely is Super Hands from, I've sampled this myself, I'm sure I have. Didn't use it though. The waveform's really weird as well. It doesn't seem to represent what's going on. Marius Luke in the building. 7 fucking cats for the quality, for the quirky bits. Piano T says, sounds like a patch from the Micro Freak. I kind of do. Yeah, Jen, you hit the nail on the head. Right, Jen. Dog's obviously fighting with the cat. Jen says 7.5, like the track, but seems a bit lacking in bass to me. Yeah, absolutely. John Alchemy says there's a triplet sound thing that's too loud from the beginning. I couldn't hear a triplet sound. Okay. Unhinged Phil says 7 super hands from me. Okay, so yeah, the kick. Let's just. It's just a bit. Weak's the wrong word. But yeah, it's not knocking down doors. It's kind of tapping on them gently. You know, like woohoo. So that you could do with building up a bit.
Fucking horrible.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, it just sounds like the track is missing bass. The kick needs to be pulled up like loads. God, I wish someone else was here. I'd have put a tiny touch more processing on the vocals as well. I have tried to use Superhands and Jeremy before in tracks, but they're not musical, you know, like but on very monotone, you know. It's not very musical. And for me, it didn't fit because of those reasons. Like I say, delay them up, try and stutter them a bit more, or fucking horrible, you know, like pull them out a bit. It definitely sounded like it was missing some bass, and it definitely sounds like a work in progress. I would love for you, Mark, to come in and sit in on a session with me and Warren, just because you know so many shortcuts and stuff, and where how to manipulate Ableton in a really fucking quick way. I don't think I heard any risers or downlifters in there. The melody was a bit relentless at times for me. Gonna give you a 7 on that one, fella. I believe there's more work in there. I would like an actual producer in here that could explain what you're missing. You're missing little nuances between things and stuff. And just bringing the bass up a little bit. I think you're scared because the first couple of times you put tracks in, they were kind of muddy, and I think you're literally pulling everything back now. Now's the time to start adding it again, but without taking it to the degree where it's producing mud. And like I say, if you could sit in on a session with me, Warren, that would be awesome. Yeah. Mike says, yeah, and there's also a lot of background noise in the samples. There really, really is, and I discarded them because of those reasons. There's a lot of stuff going. Although you know, Peep Show's kind of quiet, there's still subtle bits and pieces going on in the background. Well, I'll talk to Warren and see how we can make that work out, because like there is a track there, but at the moment it's a little flat. You just need to inject some life into it, and it's, you know, without being at the door and listening to it at the time, you know, suggesting things is a little difficult. Anyway, we're off in a completely different direction now. Jesus Christ, 16. We are 2 hours into the show. We're running about half hour late. We're about halfway through. In 3 minutes. Alright. Space Beast. Mark says, yeah, work in progress. Exactly that. Yeah, like I say, you've always got good ideas, and we always like where you're headed with the track. It's just putting the final polish over it that is eluding you a little bit. Yeah, I've turned it down now.
The people say, 'cause I believe in my future, and it's coming to me anyway. And I will never worry, 'cause I am here to stay. 'Cause I am here.
Thanks, Bill. Only 33 thumbs up. There are 49 people watching. So yes, hammer that.
Yeah, the world is yours.
Yeah, 32 people have liked it. Come on, smash that like button.
I know that I will
Thank you, Jonathan Cross.
no matter what the people say. And I believe in my future, and it's coming to me anyway. And I will never worry, 'cause I
John, back when Mark was putting tracks in quite regularly, like about a year or so ago, his speaker system was too close to him, and we were thinking that might have been why his ears weren't hearing what was a true representation. So he moved his speakers out of the way and then kind of stopped writing for a bit. Like I say, I think he's too scared to add mud,
yeah, the world is
or frequencies as it was, to create those mud. And now he's literally like sucking it all out. Now is the time to edge it back in. John the Cross, pickety pickety boo. Michael says, love this. Yeah, the Space Beast is Marmite. Yeah, I love it or you hate it.
the world is yours. Yeah, the world is yours.
Again, dude, that's festival music. That literally is festival music. Little tent, maybe sat down. Complaining about sat down gigs all the time and saying that this would be good at a sat down gig, you know. But just, I know you do this live. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I would love to see you on stage do this live, and it would be in a chilled setting. As for score, it's a bit muffled. It's a bit gritty. And it's nowhere near polished, but I'm still going to give you an 8 on it. You got lots and lots of creativity in your camp, like a lot. Jonathan R. Cross says, "Yeah, the world in my head was festival." Yeah, like literally, you know, sun is still up or maybe going down, just about to go down, and that's playing, and you're all swaying and you're all chatting away. Yeah, that's on in the background, and it's absolutely lovely. So, solid 8 from me, I think, on that one. Again, completely different style of music. Completely different style of music. It's nice to hear some more together stuff from you as well. I say that every time. Okay, I think we got some techno coming up next. Have we got some dobs after that? up a bit. Looks like we can pull down the air somehow. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's fucking weird. 1 2. I've just whacked it up a little bit. How's that? You're getting awesome scores there, Space Beast, from that. We've hit a festival 5 minutes. Yeah, Morgan Juniper, Matt Dobbs, let down. Okay, well that was not long enough. And again, at a festival, that would be absolutely beautiful. Personal preference, 7.5 or something like that. Nicely put together though. Darren Cole, please give Matt Dobbs a telling off. A bit short as well, very, very short. Only like 2 minutes and so. 2 minutes, yeah, literally, you've just got a review out of me because it's literally over 2 minutes. Yeah, it would be great at a festival. Could do with being a bit longer. I'm pretty sure I gave it a score. What would I do to improve it? Unsure. I think that you nailed what you were going for, you know. Right, let's just nip on into the next one. Okay, not Mad Dobbs. And some Sam Fett after that. Oh, you're dropping. You are on this evening. Damn. Tell your sister to get back here. Why not? No problem. No shadow. Oh yeah. Yeah. I bet she is. Getting taken well care of, isn't she? God damn it, it's hot. Tina's there, excellent. Right, well I do hope that your dropper's watching as well, because Clownfest 7 will be coming up in December. Very much like you to be a part of it, my man. I've just turned it up, fella. And now you're peeking. Lynn's was here, she'd be all over this, you know, with lovely words and pictures and stuff. What has he built this as? Yeah! Genius level, mate. So disappointed you missed out on your first Clownfest set. Totally understand. Totally understand. But please be in Clownfest 7. David Johnson says, cool beat, gives it a 9. Instant 9, mate, instant 9. Sarah Walker says, love it. It's a lovely track, right? Ah, Graham, you've put it perfectly, mate. You have literally put it perfectly. Very polished production. Changes were very satisfying. Absolutely indeed, absolutely indeed. That was a great track, my man. Like I say, I'm very disappointed that you missed out on your first Clownfest set. It would have gone down so well. That was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Easy 9. I think, you know, not much, a little bit light for me, but it's still, I think 909. You know, it has to be. It was just lovely, like the dude said, you know, very satisfying. You know, each bit was very satisfying. You could have gone a little bit more crazy with it, but I think what you did was beautiful. Looking forward very much to a set from you from Clownfest. And that, you know, just talk to me. You know, just literally talk to me. If you got some issue, some problem, something you can't make it, you think some. You know, just like any of you, come talk to me. You know, if you can't make a set, don't worry about it. Ain't a problem. Ain't a problem. There's always somebody who can fill in at the last minute, or literally just change the schedule around. Ain't no problem. Ain't no thing like chicken wing. Okay, you're into the Samfest Southwest Network crew now. I did say this is a bit of an instrument. Oh, hello. So a free track. You can download it if you want. Says, thank you, Mark, you're a diamond. And I genuinely mean it, mate. I genuinely mean it. You can't make it, ain't a big thing like chicken wing. Just hope you make the next one. If you're not going to make a deadline, just let me know. Let me know. Just keep me in the loop. Just keep me in the loop. All of you, just keep me in the loop. I'll give him a little plug. Thank you, John. Must be that way. I said this last week. Viewers, producers, co-hosts. URL is as much yours as it is mine. Same with the groups. John says, massive beat, this sounds lush on my shitty phone. Bob says, your drop, you have a new follower. That's what we're here for. Doing business online, one at a time. Always surprises me the stuff that Sam puts in. Honestly, this is really, really good. 9 sleazy cats. That's the creator, Samfest, from the Southwest Network crew. Sergey says, I dig it. It's like Pink Panther jazz. It really, really is. Not dropping out here, so I hope that's a problem your end rather than mine. I'm still green, I'm still green. Yeah, David, gonna agree with you. Fat Vibe 9 all day fucking long. Sexy with 9 at that. And it turns out you can download this if you want. Sam did say that it was a bit of a, I think it was hip hop again, but this time it's an instrumental, but it bangs. And I like the brutal feedback in the mastering. If that sounds. David Johnson wants Digital Underground rapping over the top of it. Yeah, Sam, sexy 9, mate. Sexy 9. Marius Luca, you're up next. I am Maniac.
Business is built on connections, and with Square, you
Manic.
can connect every side of your
Stop it.
business
Shut up.
with tools that all work
I got it
together.
wrong again. I am Maniac. Oh, hitting with a lot of elements there. Well guys, the tune is there. If you want to go like rob it and then stick some vocals over it and then slap it in next week, feel free. Elements sound a little high. Wonder how you're going to balance it out with just like you got drums and highs. Digital joys. Darren liking the track, but not the cover or picture that he's put up. Seems like a lot of tracks this evening have had bass missing. Really? That sucks. Darren Cole informs me that the audio is good, but the picture looks like his old VHS. And that's the whole stream in general. That's how it was looking. Refresh did it work for me. No, I've definitely not turned the pot down, says Jonathan Cross. Yeah, maybe I have. Let's just move on quickly from that. I agree with David Johnson. Nice idea, harsh levels. 8 for the music, 6 for the mixing. I was going to give him 7, but I'm still going to say it's lacking a bit of bass. Morgan says the arpeggiated synths are a bit too loud. I agree. But I take back every comment I've made about bass up until now. So 2 hours and 21 minutes. I apologise to anyone who put a track in this evening. I have to go back and listen to Divine Maniac. It's hard work, this. Jen says 7.5 nice sounds, but structure could do with some work. Maybe mix isn't right either. I agree. And Darren's loving it. Yeah, a bit of a weird one. Like David Johnson said, 8 for the musics. I'm going to give it 7 for the mixing. It's a little harsh, but I understand what you were trying to do. Kind of floaty, but yeah, some of those elements were just a little bit too loud. You could still do it a little bit more bass in it, even though I did find the bass switch halfway through your track. 20 tracks in. Well, the next 10 will be nice. IJ Harvey, what's in the future? Good fucking... Good question. Darren Cole asks if anybody else is kung fu fighting Moss right now. No, not tonight. Nothing, Jonathan, nothing. The suggestion that you had about me having a pot turned down in the studio. Nothing. Nope. We'll just move on from that. It'll never be mentioned again. Good bass. Vocals are a touch loud. Yes, boy, too, you're quite right, but I'm not going to read that comment because I definitely didn't happen here for the past 2 hours. I haven't been listening impaired to the music and trying to comment on it for the past 2 hours. That's page 1 in the book, mate, right? Make sure your levels are where they need to be. Yeah, but it's not close. I think it's rimming a 9 for me. It needs a little more going on, but it's perfectly housey vibes. He's giving it a 9. It is lovely. Everything's in the right place. So just a little more going on. But that's not what the track's about. There we go. They just build from here. Throwing his mouse at moths now, and I'm not talking the squeaky four-legged variety. I'm talking his. It's just really nice acid house, really nice acid house. Easy listening stuff. I would have liked him to have gotten a bit more aggressive with the synths, but that's not his style. And as Darren Cole says, this is very slick work. John Alchemy gives it a 10 for production, and I kind of agree with him. Yeah, Bob reminds me of the early acid house tracks. Like, yeah, he's nailed it on the head, you know. I imagine Lee was around down clubbing at the time when this was, you know, and he's got a fucking massive record collection. Every other week I see him buying more vinyl, honestly. It's worse than the crack habit. But yeah, I'm going to give you a slick 9 on that one. Yeah, I'm going to give it a slick 9. Like I say, would like to have seen those synths really scream for a little bit. Really scream for a little bit. David Johnson says, cool W and cool, good work. Jen S gives it a 909. Scoring high on the URL there, Lee. And I'm glad you're active. Like, see you, you know, over the past couple of years, 4 years at least, putting loads of stuff out there. And it's only now, I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but you know, we're really liking the stuff you do here. Really liking the stuff you do here. A very nice electro, acidy, sometimes breaky house. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Right, we're up for some Yenti, who did say he was still be here, but he was kind of, I don't know, crashing out.
Welcome,
on the sofa
Gene.
or something.
You know the rules. Can you?
There we go. And we're off! Yes! Hello. It's... I think you submitted this one 3 times now. Speakers there, just getting a better listen. Says 1 speed, 1 care, you know it. That's giving it an 8. Going well. Over the speed limit. Yes, it is Yenti and Kazan. This is Yenti remix in Miles.